Jennifer Stewart, fantastic set. Thanks so much for performing on Advocate Sessions today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
First off, how did you start playing your music, and how did you start writing your own kind of music?
I started writing it, I think, when I was in Austin, but I think I've been playing for like 10 years, but like way on and off and not with much dedicated effort. But I think I made my first songs right before moving to Austin, actually. But yeah, so like 6 years ago or so, maybe a little more.
So where are you originally from?
Connecticut.
Connecticut? Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that really struck me is like your style of performing, where you have this like spoken word element, and it's there's a lot of like it seems like poetry to your lyrics.
Yeah, that's what I sort of go for. I've never been a good singer, and so I like, you know, a lot of the songwriters I really like have that sort of like you can understand and there's enunciation and it's not so pretty that you forget what they're talking about. So yeah, I kind of try to harness that like speaky thing.
What influence kind of like how did you get to that point, and like what influences you in terms of that?
I think other people telling me what they like. I like Bob Dylan and Ani and stuff, and it's like a lot of people that have like really like lyric focused things and also are great actual musicians, and but the lyrics have always been what make me sort of like somebody, like, and so I think I just did lots of songs, but then people would be like, oh, I like your words, and I was like, wait, you can understand them, you like them? And I would try to like do, you know, like, because that made me feel better than when someone's like, you have a really pretty voice. Like, I appreciate that, but it doesn't hit me like in my like real good heart is when they say they like my words, or like, oh, that was so close to home, or like, that was a love song that didn't bother me. Like, those compliments make me feel like, oh, I did something good, you know? And yeah, so.
So you moved here from Austin, correct?
Yeah, that's just I mean, I've lived here before too.
Oh, okay.
That's just where I was it was more, I did more music, I think, there, and been trying to get back into it here.
Gotcha. Who are some of your kind of big musical influences?
Like the biggest ones, I mean, I think like Dylan and Ani are really the two. Like Greg Brown also, like he gives me hope that I can like have like simple, beautiful songs that aren't like crazy. And Kimya Dawson too, in the same way. It's like she doesn't have to do some kind of crazy, awesome thing to make like a song that changes your life. So I think those are some of the bigger ones.
What were some of the songs about that you performed today?
Those ones were. I mean, there was some about loving people and having anxiety and social stuff that feels really big and important. And yeah, like people like trying to get into like the feelings of. I sort of forget which songs I did, but yeah, I mean, they're really about people and social things and trying to make people that have maybe anxiety about some stuff feel less alone in some ways. And I can't remember exactly if any of those songs did that, but yeah.
And do you have any recordings online, or do you?
I have a SoundCloud and a Bandcamp.
And are you hoping to work on any new projects in the future?
I want to make a band with my partner called Handsome Princess,
where
cool. I do guitar and he knows horns and stuff, and so we're trying to get some kind of creative thing together with that. And yeah, just keeping on improving and finding places to play and keep that momentum going. And
do you have any gigs coming up within the next month or two?
Me and Chuck Heary and Jack Dwyer are going to do a show at the Mill 180, but we don't know exactly when that is yet. It's going to be a Friday, and it's going to be 2 hours of us doing a round-robin sort of like song thing. And
so stay tuned. And
stay tuned and yeah, look at the Mill 180 schedule.
Cool. Well, thanks again, Jen. Great having you on for Advocate Sessions.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jen.
Yeah, totally.